Hopefully it'll be alright now. I hope. I hope. Let's get back into it. It's going to be a busy trip this time, so we should try to arrive as soon as possible. Aren't you all just brimming with motivation? So our students can decide what order to complete the missions then? Yes, except for the mandatory and emergency situations, it's up to you. So please consider how you want to explore and respond to the requests. Understood. That's actually how I prefer it. Well, it doesn't seem like there should be a problem with you guys following. If anything, we might have to restrain them instead. Yeah, especially Ash. You're thinking about working as a group, right? I got it, stubborn pink tomboy. You little. It's on Puddinghead. Class 7, huh? They're quite similar, aren't they? It makes you remember how you were all compared to us, Class 1. That's true. Alright, so Thor's main branch has a class dedicated only to nobles, right? Although old Class 7 that you were in was a mixture. That's right. You know a lot about that, though. Thinking about it now, having the separate noble and commoner class wasn't that bad. But it was unfair how the noble students could get access to the special lounge or a longer vacation. In that sense, it's not surprising that they implemented a totally new grade system this year between the two classes. Well, I'm not familiar with it, but it seems that if they had a different grade system between the classes, that's something the Crown Prince especially requested. Yeah, really with him, it's almost like having another social class. Yes, that doesn't seem like a stretch. The main school is training in North Ambria at this very moment too. Although there's lots to discuss, but we should get moving. Understood. Alright. Now we can go get that nitric acid.
Kimi mo yoku sawatte ita ga, seihin ka sarete yokatta na.
Come on. Here's our sulfur.
Let's go! Go, go!
So what's his order? Oh. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yes.
I forgot to move Ash again.
遅い。僕の番だな。崩れた。
いただけ。
Let me see if I can move Ash to a better spot. Good enough.
Let's go! Go, go! よろしくお願いします。
Scenery. You can see the fortress pretty well from here. Wow, we came all the way from there. Snap. Report to Vivi.
どれどれ？あは、それ。
Oops. Okay.
Let's go! Go, go! よろしくお願いします。
Oh, it's a big boy right there.
一気に行くぞ。
壊せ！スレッジハンマー！
僕の番だな。そこだ。頼んだ、ユナ。
任せて！行きますね。アークス駆動。よーし、壊せ！スレッジハンマー！よーし、逃がさない。崩れた。
遅い。いいぜ。もらったぜ。チャンスだ。
続きます。
行くぞ。崩れた。
いただけ。やっ。
Oh, really?
行くぞ。崩れた。
いただけ。よーし。はあ、私の番ですね。それ。はい。私の番ね。逃がせ。ふふん、どんなもんよ。
まだまだこれからだ。
よし、やったわ。各種ステータスアップです。
Up with this.
ふふん、お宝発見。レッツゴー。ゴーゴー。よろしくお願いします。
Go, go. Actually, that was incredibly pointless. Ow.
私の番ね。
僕の番だな。崩れた。
いただけ。はい、
構えろ防御陣決心。
私の番ですね。衝撃。
ありがとう。ありがとうよ。
Do I need to take him out?
行くぞ。
Actually,
頼
nah.
む、任せろ。こう進合一。前火裏生えて。
よーし。はあ、崩れた。はい、衝撃。
ありがとうよ。俺の番だな。チャンスだ。
続きます。
前火裏生えて。 みんな大丈夫か。
成長しちゃいました。
悪くね。
Cool, cool. Another big monster right there. Just barely.
壊せスレッジハンマー。アークス駆動行くわよ。逃がさ。
よし。崩れた。
いただけ。
任せろや。崩れたぜ。逃すなイーグルト。
お任せください。やっ。
よし。崩れた。
いただけ。行くわよ。
行くぞ。突撃時劣化。
私の番ね。やってチャンス。
遅い。いいぜ。ほらやった。来やがれ。チャンスだ。
続きます。はいやっチャンスです。
もらった。
さすがはアッシュさん、おみそれしました。
666 EXP.
よし。
Those are devil's numbers.
お宝発見です。レッツゴー。ゴーゴー。よろしくお願いします。
見えてきたな。あれがオルディスだ。
よーし飛ばすぞ。
いや、だから飛ばさなくてもい
We're
い。
here. Finally made it. So this is the seaside capital. It's big when you get close to it. Yeah, but it's pretty far from the training ground too. You there? Oh, what a rare model orbital bike. Where are you coming from? They are from Thor's Military Academy Branch School. They were sent by General Wallace. Will you please let us pass? Oh, Patrick, please excuse us. I did hear about this. Please pass through. Wow, free admission for being well known. You've been here for 2.5 months already, so you must be pretty well known. Yeah, although I get a lot of pressure from the Lunar nobles, it can be tough. Anyways, let's hit it. Ordis. It's so pretty and majestic. It's my first time here as well. I came here many times on various missions. I expected of a city with the nickname Azure Seaside Capital. Even I can appreciate the scenery here. I'm thrilled you all seem to like it. Population 460,000. About 3 times the size of St. Arc that you guys visited already. The source of wealth of the greatest of the 4 great noble leaders in the Empire, Duke Cayenne. Well, that's before the issues that came up during the Civil War, anyway. Well, let's get to know the situation as we complete our special training. Are you returning to your mansion? Yes, I'm buried in work to do before the conference after all. Oh right, about Eustace, he should apparently be arriving this evening. Coming on the Alberea private boat, it seems. When he arrives, would you mind calling me in the Arcus unit? Well then, good luck on your training. We will devote ourselves to the mission. He feels really friendly for a member of such a big noble family. I agree that he seems quite different from the rumors of the third Hyam's son. What? Was he the selfish young master sort back in the day? Well, everyone was immature when we started school, me included. But he and I both worked hard and mutually encouraged each other to improve at school. He might not be a former Class 7 member, but he's still one of my dear friends. Is that so? Friends, huh? Alright then, let's begin the special training. First, let's take a look at the requests we received. Understood. See, so these are the requests. There's quite a variety of tasks listed here, though. We really are just bracers at this point. What's wrong with that? Our mission is just like the bracers' mission after all. It seems there are also requests outside of the city. Perhaps we should complete the tasks inside the city while having a look around? Right, and when all that's complete we can head out of town. And we should keep this warning note in mind when we are going around. Special note, beware of possible Jaeger activity in the Lemire province. Over the past 6 months throughout the province, soldiers have been reporting suspicious movements, but they've gone into hiding for about half a month now. As it seems that their activities in the Lemire province might be lined up with the conference, please be careful and determine if this is the case. The branch school members should exercise caution in their activities and contact the integrated regional armies if something happens. Based on the situation, we should be very careful. In any case, we'll leave our travel to Raquel in the east this afternoon. We'll be counting on you for guidance in Ordis Musée, naturally. Alright, one thing before I forget. Hmm?
ようこそラマール州都にして西部沿海州の名手たる開港都市紺碧のカイトオルディスへ。
Welcome to the Azure seaside capital Ordis. It's very nice. The city is huge, not unlike Clarspell, and it would be hard to see it all in one go. So how about we visit the districts that are representative of the entire city? Specifically, which ones? Well, first of all is the Commerce District, facing the land entrance and the train station. There's a hotel and many shops and department stores, and recently another shop was opened with funding from the capital, it seems. Fancy. Well, first of all is the Commerce District, facing the land entrance and the train station. There's a hotel and many shops and department stores, and recently another shop was opened with funding from the capital. Besides the Commerce District, I think there are 3 other districts that you have to see. First is the North District, a street connected to the harbor line with various shops and stalls. Then in the Noble Town, you can find the Marquis Mansion along with various other homes of the elite. And last is the Ordis Port down below there. I see, we have an optional quest from down there. There seems to be a roundabout similar to Crosspell here too. Alright then, after we burn around here a bit, let's head out and take care of the monster to the South Beach for our mandatory quest. Sounds like we have a plan. Alright then, let's begin our first day of training in Lemaire Province. Once again, I'll let you all decide the pace that we work. Right. Go to the north of town. This one. This is North Street. It connects to the port. In addition to a bar and cafe, there is also an orbital factory and even a glass workshop connected to the Duke's estate itself. Even though the city is full of nobles, it seems pretty friendly. And there's lots of stalls on the road too. It's pretty crowded. Plus the sea breeze smells nice. Well, there's also plenty of seafood being cooked nearby. I'm glad that smell hasn't changed. Could your family's home be around here? Huh? No, but this street is where commoners live. Well, my grandfather retired, so he lives here for his late years. He lives down by the alley off the main street. I wonder if we could pay him a visit? Yes, of course you will. Is it alright if we all meet him? Yes, please. Oh, but I'm nervous now. Not only am I introducing him to my friends, but also my future husband. Please don't joke like that in front of your family. I can't really tell how serious she is. Yeah, I can't begin to imagine what her family is like. Count Egret. As far as noble families go, I believe it's fairly high up. What do you sell? Okay, so since this is basically Muse's hometown, I'll run around with her. Present? There's a shop right here too, but I think it's just food. Oh, this must be your home, Muse? This is the mansion of Count Egret, where I lived for a while. I already informed them about all of you, so please do come in. We're not heading into a spider's nest to get captured and eaten, are we? I'll let you look forward to what's on the other side. Well, at least it won't be rude for us to head in, it seems. Welcome home, Lady Muse. Thanks, Setsuna, and thank you for your welcome. Good day. Please excuse us for intruding. We are Class 7 from the Thorns Branch School, right? I've been expecting you. How about you come in? I just finished making tea for you. Huh? Does she seem a little too prepared? I wrote an estimated time of arrival in my last letter, and I just so happened to be spot on. I'm so glad. Just so happened. No, you rehearsed this, didn't you? I'm glad you're back, Muse. Welcome home. Nice to see you, grandfather, grandmother. You as well. I'm glad you haven't changed a bit. And you all must be. As you can see, I am Muse's grandfather, Theodore Egret. Welcome to you, Class 7 and the Ashen Chevalier. Oh, this is delicious. What amazing tea. And the scone was baked perfectly, quite delicious. The tea is called First Flush. It goes quite well with Sestuna's baked goods, doesn't it? You studied in the East for a time, did you not? I would imagine their long lai tea is even better. Not at all. I am enjoying this immensely. Considering Muse's kimono is wearing habit, you all seem to have quite a few hobbies. Well, now that I am retired, I have some time to spare. Although, as we are a distant seaport city, sometimes things take a while to arrive. He keeps buying more stuff, the house is getting cramped. Oh, come on now, grandfather enjoys these things a lot. Well, since you all came all the way here to see us, please enjoy without holding back. Unfortunately, I don't have any information to share with you about the Jaeger's activities, though. What do you know that? What? They told me at the Sea Fortress. I was able to trick them into telling me all about the state of affairs in the western part of the Empire. Oh, come on now, grandfather. Like grandfather, like granddaughter, I guess. You must have a sharp nose for sensing these things in your retired years. Wait, Ash. Count Egret. As I recall, he served as an advisor to Duke Cayenne. Well, even as a retired old man, I have my ways of getting info. Personally, I'm honored to meet you, though, Ashen Chevalier. I hope you have a long, happy relationship with my granddaughter. Oh, grandfather, come on now. He really is her grandfather. Muse, you must have written something strange in your letters, didn't you? Oh, Muse, please don't cause trouble for him. I'm sorry it's been a while since he's seen his grandchild's face, so I'm afraid he's in high spirits. Well, joking aside, you have come at quite the delicate time. Tomorrow, the conference begins. There will be quite a bit of concern over the many visitors coming to the city. Are you planning to attend the conference, sir? Yes, even though I've been retired for some time, I still have the right to attend. But considering this year's agenda, I plan to keep my mouth shut. Agenda? I see, now that I think about it, of course there'll be a suitable subject of discussion. Yes, it should be even more serious than in the Crucian province. I see. Even as a commoner, I got the drift of what's going on. Al, do you get what they're talking about? No, I only have details of the situation in the seaside capital from before and during the Civil War. Well, we'll just be speculating about the meeting agendas anyway, so how about we leave it at that for now? Well, that's true. By the way, I heard that General Aurelia was your principal at Thor's Branch School. How is that working out? Well, how to put this? She's exactly as the rumors describe her to be. She's famous even in Raquel, but she's even crazier than I had heard. She gives new meaning to the terms unprecedented and self-conceit. You're saying some extreme things there, though I can't really deny it. That sounds about right. Because I was acquainted with the former Count Leguin, I got to know her as his young daughter growing up. I never thought she'd grow up to be so strong though. We were all big fans of General Aurelia here. I wonder if she's still as popular as she was around the city. Well, she's really a hero to most. Right after the Civil War, she prevented the sea fortress from being occupied by the Imperial Army. Yeah, we heard about that. Well, in the eyes of the students, she's more feared than anything. Excuse us for intruding. It was an interesting discussion, and the tea and sweets were delicious. No, we enjoyed your visit as well. So it was a good time. Music, you have been blessed. Yes, I have. And grandfather, grandmother, Setsuna, when we finish our activities on this trip, I plan to stop by again. Yes, please do, and be careful out there. You and your friends are always welcome here. We'll be waiting. What a nice family. Your grandpa is pretty shrewd, isn't he? No, but he's quite the man even though he's retired, I felt. Thank you. Since I lost my parents so long ago, I have been in debt to them for a long time. And because I entered the girls' school when I was only 9, I didn't get a chance to show them how much I respect, which I still regret. Really? I did hear that you lost your parents at a young age, but even still, they accepted you transferring to the military academy? You even quit the girls' school. Well, all of us are outlaws of some kind, or we would be in the main campus. True. Well, there were some complicated circumstances concerning the girls' school, and given the times we live in, I had decided to pursue Thors for a while. By the way, the main campus is quite harsh when judging students from noble backgrounds. Because General Aurelia was in charge of the branch school, my grandfather eventually agreed. You see, it's a bit surprising, but I suppose there's a lot going on. I wasn't able to help you at all in the end. I feel the same way. If only I could help you more. I was not able to continue at Australia no matter what, after all. It definitely does seem like a complicated situation. Well then, I was able to enter the branch school and meet all of you guys. Especially meeting Instructor Reen was a fateful encounter. You can just think of it as a good opportunity, not a fateful encounter. Alright, let's continue on with the training. We have places left to visit that we haven't seen it yet as well. It's so nice to see grandfather, grandmother, and Setsuna. I'll put my heart into it even more now. We have learned Muse's S-Craft. Cool. Now we can head over to the Orbital Factory. Strauss. I guess while I'm here, I'll open slots if I have any that I can open. I have one left that I can open, and I can't open it. Damn it! I'm short. Long time no see, Strauss. You came, Miss Egret, and you must be the students from Thors. Yes, we got your quest. So you know Muse then? Well, we live close by, so he's been helping me ever since I was little. Did I help you out? I really only barely got to know the Count. I don't usually like the nobility. They make all the laws without ever thinking with the consequences. Case in point is that Duke Cayenne. He was all dressed up, but a total loony. Well, Count Egret is not like that, I guess. Now that you mention it, at the end of the Civil War, he ended up on a rampage. Oh, really? I'm pretty sure Altina was the one to finally to finally capture him, whatever. Is it alright to just talk like that though? Even though it's changed, it's still primarily a town full of nobles. Nothing to worry about. If I feel like saying it, I'll say it. Oh wow, you've got balls, old man. Well, that's because Strauss is the famous glassmaker after all. The nobles all rely on him so he can speak out of line a bit. Smooth words, aren't they? Well anyway, I'm really busy now. It would be great if you could help me with my festival preparations. Okay. Understood. So what would you like us to do? Well, I've been commissioned to prepare decorations for all over the city for the festival, so I need help collecting materials. The Midsummer Festival in Ordis is a sea festival after all, so a lot of decorations use shells. Specifically, the hardest to get a hold of is a jade shell. Please get me a big piece as possible without scratches. Jade shell. It is shell found only in the coastal provinces. Every year at the Midsummer Festival, it seems quite popular and hard to come by. So where should we start looking for it? No clue. Well, if it's that rare, we should assume that you can't find it in the city. Well, it sounds like we ought to search for them ourselves. Perhaps we should look along the ROC sideway, as big as possible without scratches. Sounds like a pain, but we'll give it a shot. Bring me the jade shell when you find it later. What else can I do around town? Aside from going around. Wait, hang on. What do you sell here? What is this? What do you sell? Oh, more hairstyles. That's not bad. I don't really need to buy these. Okay, so that's 3 gifts. Where's the bookstore around here? In here. You sell more food. Vendors. You're probably the weapon store. Another gift. Oh, not bad. Gives speed. Whatever, it's okay. I'll save my money. harbor area. Wow, when you see it from here, it really is a huge port city. I see large ships and cargo cruisers, plus many private yachts. The amount of cargo that passes through here is the highest in the continent, not just the Empire. It is a source of wealth for the entire Lumiere province. Well then, does your family have a private boat? Well, my grandfather does own one merchant and one cargo ship, that's about it. But due to the recent change in tax policy, apparently many nobles have sold their ships. In exchange, there has been a rise in private ship owners in the capital. I see, that fits with the general trends nowadays. Well, there's an optional quest room around here in the bar for ship crews. We can also start collecting information as part of our investigation. Okay.
Tak. みゃみゃうるせえな。
海猫の一種みたいだな。
Are you Eston by any chance? We are from Thor's Branch School and received a request. I'm really struggling because I'm lacking helpers. Can you start the job right away? Could you explain the details of the job first? Oh, of course. It sounds like you need us to do an inspection inside the ships. Essentially a surprise inspection then? Are you supposed to search for suspicious objects? Well, essentially, it takes too long to do a thorough search of every ship. I'm hoping you guys can perform a supplemental work inspection. Can you help now? I guess we'll help. I want you to perform an inspection of anchored vessels on this dock. There are two tasks to perform. First, I want you to confirm that there are no suspicious luggage on board. Secondly, I want you to collect a docking fee from them. I see, a fee. How much do we charge them? That depends on the ship usually. There are three classes of ships: small, mid-size, and large, and then there are hybrids, called quasi, mid-size, and semi-large. Oh, seems pretty complicated. It's a new law for shipping that was implemented not long ago. I don't know all the details yet myself. The class depends on the volume listed on the ship registration on purchase. I need you to check the registration before collecting the fee. Understood. And what if the proprietor of the ship is not nearby? Right, in that case the owner should leave contact information written. After contacting the owner via communication device, perform the on-site inspection, and also perform the inspection on any ship that are arriving and on duty. Summarize, contact the owner, inspect the luggage, yada 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 yada. I got it, I got it, I get it. First sailboat. This one. No one is here, so let's contact them. They should contact the ship owner. Well, I guess it can't be helped, given the fact that the conference is starting. It really is a pain to take part in these inspections, though. Well, thank you for your cooperation, but I did hear that the scene had changed on this dock. Even commoners had yachts nowadays. That would never have happened before. Whatever, here's the fee. Okay. I don't think there's any real reason to kind of read through these. Just collecting fees. Nothing too interesting here, I don't believe. Cargo ship. Oh boy. Well, that was kind of boring. Nice work! We did it! Next time, just ask the Bracer Guild. Thanks. Observing more views. Gotcha, gotcha. Enter the noble area. Okay. Wow, well, I guess St. Arc was also luxurious. It feels really pompous, doesn't it? Well, it is the base of the richer nobles after all. These houses are stupidly big, though. There are more castles and mansions, I think, Al. The Cayenne estate. After Duke Cayenne led the Civil War a year and a half ago, he was arrested. He was the most prominent member of the imperial aristocracy. That's right. I would imagine that the people of the city have complicated feelings about Duke Cayenne. Well, everyone has their own opinions on the matter, although I believe they are all in agreement that he should be under imperial house arrest and that he caused the disaster. Everyone seems to be of the opinion that he actually acted foolishly, at least. He won himself a loyalist army, but then he self-destructed. What an idiot. By the way, I heard the conference is to be held in that castle's main hall. It certainly seems like an important place to understand the state of affairs in the province. Definitely. The cathedral is here as well. So that should be the last district Musée said we had to see. After we conclude our business in the city, let's leave by the southern seaside highway. Alright. What's ready to do around here?
それじゃあレニー、行ってきますわね。
But my lady, you are going alone like
心
that?
配いりませんわ。これでも士官学院の出ですのよ。それにあの店が進出している以上、今までのように身分にあぐらをかいているわけにはいきません。自ら精力的に動かないと。
Who could this be?
あら、お客様ですか？
Order?
リンさんですの？
Long time no see, Ferris. Welcome to Ordis, member of the Thor's Branch School. I am Ferris Thorald, eldest daughter of the Thorald family. I am thrilled to meet you. Sounds like you're another one of our instructor's friends then? Don't make that face. We've met Patrick as well as various members from former Class 7 on our travels. That brings back memories. I was in the Clash Club with Elisa. I haven't seen my rival in a while. We had lots of competitions and struggles, but we became good friends. Well, that got embarrassing talking like that. She's kind of cute. Seems like you'd get along with her, being on a sports team and all. By the way, have you heard from Elisa recently? Yes, we keep in touch regularly. I have all sorts of big problems, big and small, so she tries to give me advice when she can. Big problems? Well, how to put it? My lady currently manages the Great Rivera Court Company here in Ordis. Is that right? As I recall, several famous owners collaborate to manage Rivera Court. Yes, and the Floral family was one of the key owners, but management has slipped since the opening of the Kleist Mall last year. I've been given full authority in managing the rebuilding. The Kleist Mall, that was owned by Hugo's family, right? It seems quite popular now. He started working on it as soon as he graduated, it seems. Could Hugo be... Yep, another one of his classmates. Well, typically my father would be the one to take the reins in this situation. Sounds like even nobles have had it tough. I believe it's because of the weakening of the noble class in general. That's it exactly. And our opponent is at Kleist Mall. It won't be an easy fight. I'm sorry I shouldn't be complaining to you guys. Please don't worry about it. We already have some measures in place. Please do your best in your training, and feel free to seek me out if you need anything. So for the Kleist Mall, everything is 5% cheaper, and you can get things at and you can exchange Sepith at a higher rate, much like how you were able to back over in Crossbell during the Crossbell games. Oh, I heard the sound of waves. Sounds like there's a beach nearby. This highway runs along the coast. It connects to the port city and fishing village in the coastal province. There isn't usually much traffic. Well, people would just come by boat, I suppose. Alright, let's go take that big monster out.